Wow. Episode 5 of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I just watched it. This is going to be my quick reaction to it. And I have to say that I think this might be, it could be the most, controversial episode of the season so far. I'm James Baney. I'm part of the Resistance broadcast at Star Wars Newsnet, obviously. And I'm going to give this reaction and quick take, but all of our real talk is going to be happening later tonight live on the channel. I'm going to be joined with John and Lacey, and we're going to be going into a full discussion. It's going to be live, so you guys can jump in with us. But for right now, I'm going to give a quick little take. I think this episode could be very divisive, and I'm feeling that way based on just my take from it, because I'm sitting there and at times I'm thinking, this might be the worst episode yet. And then also I'm sitting there thinking this might be the best episode we've gotten so far. So I'm like torn on this one. And I also know how the fandom's kind of been reacting to the series. A lot of people have been absolutely loving it, and a lot of people have been absolutely hating it. So I'm like, okay, well, this episode is another episode that sort of encapsulates that. There are things that I don't like about this episode, but I think they are things that are more detail-oriented. And when I step back from the series and think about it as a whole, I will say, oh, that's where we saw this scene. That's where we saw Vader and Reva, and they were going at it, and they had the two blade. I'm gonna think of it like that. Oh, remember when they did the special effects and they brought back Ewan and Hayden, and they were like young again, and they were fighting, and they can do anything they want. It's so cool how they did all that stuff. Like, I think those are the things that are gonna carry over. Little details like dialogue bits or production bits, I really don't think those are going to be the thing that I remember when I think about this series. So I can get into those later details tonight, but I think the overall story here is going to be, this is that really cool episode where Reva was got a higher rank, and then she was made the Grand Inquisitor. Then she was going after Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan connected with her, and we lost Tala, and they got away, and Vader was there, and he kills her, and I think there's going to be those details that you're going to be like, yeah, that was part 5. That is more of the takeaway on this particular episode. So I hope you guys are feeling the same way on that one. I don't know if you guys noticed all the little details that I didn't like. I'll get into that later tonight, probably. Not that it's going to be a negative thing or not. I think we're going to absolutely rejoice some of the cool stuff we got. Specifically, again, it's some of the special effects were bad, and yet at the same time we're like, whoa, that's really cool how they do that. I don't know, man. It's divisive. I think it's the highest and the lowest at the same time. So it's very tricky for me to kind of balance this, and I'm glad that we're not doing the thing until later tonight, our longer live discussion, because I'm gonna have some time to kind of process this, maybe kind of bounce off John and Lacey a little bit, just to kind of get their vibe on it and maybe know that going into it. But right now, my immediate reaction is very 50-50 on this. And I don't think in any way, to be clear, I don't dislike any of it. I'm not angry about it. I'm not saying, wow, what a mistake kind of thing. Just things where I'm like, man, I wish they would have figured that out and tweaked that just a little bit better. And so that those types of things really fall into that nitpicky category, and I'm just not thinking that those things are going to carry over in the long run. Overall, though, I think it was pretty solid, and I'm more excited now for that final episode. I do think the series, again, this episode has really kind of kept the series in a box, which gets me even more excited for Andor, which feels like it's out of the box. I feel very closed in on Kenobi. Like it's constantly being filmed in that volume, and it's very obvious. And I just feel like they're shooting this thing like in a closet. And I know the real life feelings for that, you know, like they wanted to keep it under wraps. And also, like, the story in itself is supposed to be very hidden. It's not supposed to be, you know, episode 10 kind of thing, you know, or whatever. Like, it's not supposed to be a episodic film. So it's got to stay behind closed doors. This is a story that is very important, but it was not fought on the galactic scale. And I get that. Just feels very closed in. And this episode was probably the most closed in. And I think that kind of, I don't know, like in a roundabout way, like kind of encapsulates all of my thoughts on like, I wish it was more, I wish it was bigger. I wish it was a little bit better in this way or whatever. But again, that's not one of those things that you go back to often. You're just going to be like, yeah, Kenobi did this, Vader did that kind of thing. So I think we'll get into it more later tonight, but those are my like quick initial thoughts on this episode. I want to know what you guys thought, because that helps too. If you guys can put your comments in, your thoughts, and that will help direct me later tonight when we do the live episode. That's again here, that's on this channel. That's going to be 9 p.m. Or 8:30. Oh shoot, 9. I think it's 9 p.m. Check the stats later. I'll put the link in this video for you guys, but that should take you right to it. So keep that in mind. Come hang with us later. Leave a comment, like I said before. Like this video, share this video too. Redirect them back at me or TRB or Star Wars Newsnet on Twitter, any sort of social, and we'll get a vibe of what you guys are feeling so that we can bring that into the show later tonight. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later tonight. I've been James. Peace out.